Have you ever wondered which plants could completely transform your garden and slash your grocery bill at the same time? After working with hundreds of gardeners and testing countless varieties, I've discovered the 10 essential plants that every single person should be growing in their garden. These aren't just any plants. These are the game changers that will give you the biggest bang for your buck, whether you're a complete beginner or you've been gardening for years. So let's count down from number 10 to the absolute number one plant that belongs in every garden. Starting our countdown at number 10, we have the plant that will give you instant gardening confidence and have you harvesting fresh vegetables in record time. I'm talking about radishes, and here's why they deserve this spot on our list. Radishes are hands down the fastest growing vegetable you can plant. We're talking seeds to harvest in less than 45 days, which means you'll be eating fresh homegrown produce before most other plants have even gotten established. But here's what most people don't know about radishes. You're actually getting 2 vegetables for the price of 1. While everyone focuses on those crisp, peppery roots, the leafy greens on top are completely edible and packed with nutrients. The variety I absolutely swear by is French breakfast radishes. They have this beautiful elongated shape and a much milder flavour that even kids will enjoy. All you need to do is give each seed about 2 to 3 inches of space, keep them watered for the first few weeks, and make sure they get about 6 hours of sunlight daily. That's it. In just over a month, you'll be pulling up perfect radishes that cost a fraction of what you'd pay at the store. But radishes are just the beginning, because coming in at number 9 is a nutritional powerhouse that most people are buying completely wrong at the grocery store. Here's a shocking fact that will change how you think about spinach forever. By the time that bag of spinach reaches your dinner table, it's already lost 40 to 50% of its nutritional value. Those vitamins and minerals that make spinach such a superfood are literally disappearing while it sits on shelves and in your refrigerator. This is exactly why growing your own spinach isn't just smart, it's essential for getting the real health benefits. Spinach absolutely loves cool weather, which makes it perfect for growing when a lot of other plants simply won't thrive. You can plant it directly from seed in early spring, and here's the beautiful part. It grows slowly enough that you can harvest the outer leaves continuously, while the center keeps producing new growth. This means one planting can feed your family fresh salads and cooked greens for months. The flavor difference between homegrown and store-bought spinach is incredible. Fresh spinach has this sweet, tender quality that you simply cannot get from anything that's been sitting around losing nutrients for weeks. Speaking of nutritional powerhouses that taste completely different when homegrown, let's talk about the vegetable at number 8 that can literally improve your eyesight. You've probably heard that carrots are good for your eyes, but this isn't just an old wives' tale. Carrots are packed with lutein and beta-carotene, which are proven to protect and support healthy vision. But here's what makes carrots absolutely essential for your garden. They have one of the widest temperature growing ranges of any vegetable, which means you can grow them practically year-round in most climates. Whether you're dealing with scorching summers or chilly springs, there's a carrot variety that will thrive in your conditions. If you have a shorter growing season, try the smaller Paris market carrots that mature quickly. For longer seasons, go with the classic long varieties that develop incredible sweetness. The key to growing amazing carrots is soil preparation. Since those roots are absorbing nutrients directly from the earth around them, you want to make sure your soil is rich and organic. When you pull up a fresh carrot from your garden, you'll immediately taste the difference. Homegrown carrots are sweeter, crunchier, and have this incredible earthy flavor that store-bought carrots simply cannot match. Now, we're getting into the serious territory of plants that will completely change your grocery budget, and number 7 is the ultimate protein powerhouse that practically grows itself. Bush beans are incredible because they're giving you restaurant-quality protein right from your backyard with almost zero effort required. The variety I absolutely recommend is called Provider, and trust me, the name says it all. One single bean seed will produce bowlfuls of harvest that you can literally use as the main course for dinner all summer long. Here's how ridiculously easy they are to grow. You plant one seed every 4 to 6 inches, give them about 8 hours of sunlight, water them just enough to get started, and then your only job is harvesting. But here's the bonus that most people don't know about. Beans are nitrogen fixers. which means they're actually improving your soil while they grow. They're making your garden better for next year's plants. The best part about beans is preservation. You can freeze them, can them, or even let some pods dry on the plant for storage beans. When you're harvesting bowlfuls every few days all season long, you'll wonder why you ever bought beans at the store. But if you want a plant that produces even faster than beans and gives you something your body desperately craves during hot summer months, then number 6 is going to blow your mind. Cucumbers are literally 96% water, which makes them nature's perfect hydration solution when the temperature starts climbing. But here's what makes them garden gold. They produce fruit incredibly quickly, and keep producing all season long if you keep harvesting them. We're talking about plants that will give you fresh, crisp cucumbers for salads, snacks, and preservation projects for months on end. The secret to maximum cucumber production is growing them vertically on a trellis. This saves space and makes harvesting so much easier because those cucumbers just hang down, waiting for you to pick them. Choose pickling varieties if you want to make your own pickles and relishes, or go with slicing varieties for fresh eating. Here's a preservation tip that will extend your harvest value even further. Cucumbers ferment and pickle beautifully, which actually enhances their health benefits. You can turn a glut of summer cucumbers into jars of probiotics that will last you through winter while adding incredible flavor to your meals. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these plants you're planning to add to your garden this season. Now, we're hitting the top 5, and number 5 is the flavor powerhouse that goes into practically everything you cook and has health benefits that will absolutely amaze you. Garlic isn't just a cooking ingredient, it's basically medicine you can grow in your backyard. We're talking about a plant that helps regulate blood sugar, strengthens your immune system, and can even help lower cholesterol. But here's the thing that makes garlic essential for every garden. You plant it once in the fall, ignore it all winter, and then harvest incredible bulbs the following summer. The variety I recommend for most climates is hardneck garlic, because you get a bonus harvest. Those curly green shoots that appear in late spring are called garlic scapes, and they have this amazing mild garlic flavor that's perfect for stir fries and pesto. Here's how to make your garlic harvest last even longer. After curing your bulbs properly, you can store them for 6 to 9 months, or take it a step further and dehydrate some cloves into homemade garlic powder that will keep for years. When you're using fresh garlic in 90% of your cooking, growing your own becomes one of the smartest investments you can make. If you think garlic is productive, wait until you hear about number 4, the plant that's so prolific it's literally become a running joke among gardeners worldwide. Zucchini has this legendary reputation for producing so much that gardeners end up sneaking bags of it onto their neighbors' porches just to get rid of the excess. But here's what's crazy. Despite being incredibly easy to grow and ridiculously productive, zucchini is expensive at the grocery store even during peak season. This is your chance to beat food inflation with one of the most reliable plants you can grow. Here's what zucchini needs to become your garden's most generous producer. Rich soil loaded with compost, consistent watering, and about 1 to 2 square feet of growing space per plant. That might sound like a lot of room, but trust me, the payoff is incredible. One plant will give you 8 to 15 fruits throughout the season. The versatility of zucchini in the kitchen is unmatched. You can grate it into breads and muffins, spiral it into noodles, stuff and roast it, pickle it, or simply grill it with herbs. When you're harvesting multiple zucchini every week all summer long, you'll discover just how many ways this incredible vegetable can transform your meals. We're now in the top 3, and number 3 is going to turn your backyard into the freshest, most expensive salad bar you've ever had access to. When you look at the price of pre-bagged salad mixes at the grocery store, it's honestly shocking how much you're paying for greens that are already losing nutrients and flavor. But here's the beautiful thing about growing your own salad mix. You can step outside anytime and harvest exactly what you need for the perfect fresh salad. I'm talking about combining arugula, lettuce varieties and mesclun mixes that give you incredible variety in one small space. Arugula alone will give you 2 to 3 bowlfuls of peppery greens from just one seed, and it only needs 3 to 4 inches of space and less than 6 hours of sunlight. Add in some spring mix varieties, and you've got restaurant-quality salads growing right outside your door. The secret to continuous harvest is succession planting. Sow new seeds every 2 weeks and you'll have fresh greens available from early spring through late fall. Use the cut and come again method, harvesting outer leaves while letting the center keep producing, and one planting will feed you for months. Coming in at number 2 is the category of plants that will save you the most money per square inch and transform every single meal you cook at home. The price of fresh herbs at the grocery store is absolutely insane when you consider how incredibly easy they are to grow yourself. A small container of fresh basil that costs $4 or $5 at the store represents maybe 2 meals worth of seasoning. But one basil plant in your garden will give you fresh herbs for months and months of cooking. Here's why herbs deserve the number 2 spot. They take up almost no space, they grow incredibly well in containers, and they dramatically boost the flavor and nutritional value of everything you eat. Start with the essentials like basil, parsley, and cilantro, then expand into varieties like oregano, thyme, and rosemary that you can use fresh or preserve for year-round cooking. The preservation possibilities are endless. You can freeze herbs in ice cubes, dry them for seasoning blends, or make flavored oils and vinegars. When you're using fresh herbs daily, instead of buying expensive packages that go bad in your refrigerator, the savings add up incredibly quickly, while your food tastes restaurant quality every single day. And here we are at number 1, the absolute king of the garden that every single person should be growing, no matter where they live or how much space they have. Nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to the flavor of a homegrown tomato. I haven't even found farmers market tomatoes that compete with what you can grow in your own backyard. The difference in taste, aroma, and texture is so dramatic that once you've experienced a real garden tomato, store-bought ones will taste like cardboard. For the ultimate tomato experience, I recommend Cherokee Purple, which has this incredible balance of sweet and acidic flavors with a deep, rich smokiness that other tomatoes simply don't have. If you're dealing with shorter growing seasons or pest issues, cherry tomatoes like black cherry are incredibly reliable and produce on large trusses that make harvesting easy. Here's what makes tomatoes truly essential. They're packed with lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that actually becomes more potent when you cook the tomatoes. Plant your seedlings deep, up to the lowest leaves, to develop stronger root systems. With proper care, one tomato plant will give you pounds of fruit that would cost a fortune at the store, while delivering flavors you simply cannot buy. Most gardeners don't realize these 10 plants can work together to create a thriving, almost self-sustaining garden. Tall plants like tomatoes and trellised cucumbers provide shade for cool season greens such as spinach and lettuce, helping them last through the heat of summer. Garlic and herbs naturally repel pests, while beans enrich the soil with nitrogen to feed heavy growers like zucchini and tomatoes. To make the most of your space, grow beans and cucumbers on trellises, plant leafy greens at the base of taller plants, scatter herbs throughout for pest control, and use root vegetables like radishes and carrots to fill the gaps. With this companion planting approach, each plant supports the others, giving you a bigger harvest from a smaller, easier to manage garden. If you're ready to take your gardening to the next level, check out this video I've got queued up next that shows you exactly how to maximize your harvest from these plants.